If you have a case that's too strange for the police or that needs to be handled quietly, then the All-Seeing Eye private investigators are the perfect crew to come to. Each of these mysterious loners harbors incredible powers, compelling backgrounds, and their own hidden reasons for delving into the city's secrets. Assembled in the starter box, these 5 pre-generated characters are a perfect introduction to the City of Mist tabletop TTRPG. The character folios are designed to make it easy for newcomers to join in on the fun. Each of them includes 4 theme cards that describe the 4 main features of each character. Every theme card has background information, power and weakness tags, and a unique motivation called Mystery or Identity that helps you instantly grasp what your character's about. They also have new power tag options and theme improvements for leveling up later. The folios also include a helpful tutorial section that explains the main gameplay mechanics in 5 easy steps, as well as suggested power tag combos you can use right off the bat before you start making your own tag combos. But before you hit the streets, let's line this crew up and see what they're made of. Starting with Baku. Sensei by day, monster hunter by night, Baku is a terrifying powerhouse. His mythos is the Japanese chimera of the same name, which are creatures made of different animal parts that literally eat nightmares. This craving drives our Baku to seek out the monsters that hide in the city's shadows and strike them down before vanishing back into the night. Baku is a legendary character, someone whose normal identity is almost completely taken over by their mythos. His 3 mythos themes include an arsenal of terrifying abilities, like nightmare-devouring maws, predator senses, and the ability to meld into the shadows. The only thing keeping him grounded is his single logos theme, the Tiger Claw Dojo. Teaching his students reminds Baku of his human identity, but it's up to the player to determine whether that's enough. Within the crew, Baku is a strong damage dealer whose natural stealth abilities make him a perfect ambusher. What he lacks in social skills, he more than makes up for in his ability to detect and take down foes quickly and quietly. Detective Inkidu. Investigating alongside the All-Seeing Eye crew is the fierce Detective Inkidu, who never leaves a case unsolved. Her mythos is the Beastman Inkidu, from what is considered the oldest surviving piece of literature, the Sumerian Epic of Gilgamesh. Just as Gilgamesh wrestled with the wild Inkidu before fighting alongside him, our Detective Inkidu wrestles with the feral creature inside her own soul. Enkidu is quite different from Baku, as she is only touched by her mythos, possessing just 1 mythos theme alongside her 3 logos. Her main priority is her precinct, and she has the detective training and standard issue police gear to protect it. But in times of trouble, she can call upon the beast within and let loose. How much she relies on her inner beast and risks losing herself to its wild nature is up to the player to decide. Detective Inkidu leads the crew in investigation skills, with her police training, connections, and easy access to crime scenes. She also has 2 different approaches to combat, with her police arsenal and wild superpowers. However, her harsh personality and status as a cop keep her from being the social face of the crew. Lily Chao. The youngest member of the All-Seeing Eye crew is the punk rock Lily Chao, a runaway teen fleeing from her rich parents after discovering their hidden secret. That secret? A jolly green magician giant named Iron Hans, who now acts as Lily's unusual big brother. After calling Hans's name 3 times, Lily can summon his indestructible spirit to protect her, transform her surroundings, and conjure all manner of fantastical creatures and objects. Lily's mythos is based off the prince from the German Iron Hans fairy tale, who also frees a cursed creature from his imprisonment and receives magical help in exchange. Lily is a borderline character who possesses 2 mythos and 2 logos themes, representing how she's caught between her normal identity and the new world of magic she's discovered. While on the run, Lily has come to rely on Hans's presence, and it's up to the player to determine how dependent she becomes on his abilities. In TTRPG terms, Iron Hans is the perfect support tank. Lily can use his magic to adapt to any situation, and his defensive abilities almost ensure she'll stay in the fight. Just be sure to make the most of Iron Hans while you can, because after using his powers for too long, Lily's weakness tags will start kicking in. Flashy superpowers are fun, but what about the power to just not die? Our 4th crew member Job has that ability, and it's come at one hell of a cost. Once a successful business and family man, Job lost everything to the criminal underworld of the city and took to the cloth in response. But his priesthood is a cover for his true mission: find whoever killed his family and bring them to justice once and for all. Job is based on the biblical tale of a man caught in a bet between God and the devil. He's endured every punishment thrown at him, and while his former life is in ruins and his body is often broken, his life and soul are off the table, making him unkillable and incorruptible, as far as his mythos can protect him. Now he relies on this never-ending endurance, along with his devil-may-care attitude, compassionate nature, and the silver cross around his neck, to shine a light on the city's dark soul. Job's endurance makes him a decent tank, but his heart-to-heart social skills make him an excellent face for the crew, even if that face is covered in bruises and bandages. He truly shines when making interpersonal investigate and convince moves, and provides ample opportunities for deep roleplay. These four are heroic figures in their own right, but our last crew member is anything but. This is City of Mist after all, and sometimes the guy watching your back is the one stealing your wallet at the same time. Talalak is a small-time crook who prides himself on his ability to talk his way out of anything. He likely would have lived his whole life just shoplifting stores and swindling people, if not for the spirit of the Aztec god of rain, water, and lightning awakening inside him. Now he's got the power of storms between his sticky fingers, as well as a new desire to protect the city, a desire that he is desperately trying to ignore. Talalak is a rogue in many different ways. His ability to turn into water allows him to sneak around in any location, and his con man personality makes him perfect for deception. He can also hold his own in a fight with his lightning abilities, making him a fluid all-rounder within the crew. Every member of the All-Seeing Eye Investigations crew is incredibly different, which goes to show how diverse this TTRPG's character creation can be. But these characters only come alive during the game, and their pre-gen sheets give just enough information for your players to make them their own. You can change whatever you'd like about them, even their name or gender. At the end of the day, it's your game. Who is your favorite All-Seeing Eye Investigations character, and why? What are some interesting characters you've made? Let us know in the comments below, on social media, and be sure to log on to the City of Mist Discord to discuss character builds with other fans of the game. Until next time.